right? This is number one. Number two, predefined values. Okay, depending on property, some property they can accept only certain types of values. Okay, and this is what we call a predefined values. For example, color. Okay, color. Color can only accept, for example, predefined colors. Okay, red, green, blue. So if you type the color to be katakanlah merah jambu, all right, definitely that property cannot accept that. Okay, so this is what we call a predefined values. Okay, and then number three, length and percentage. Okay, length and percentage. For example, in this case, okay, length and percentage. For example, we have like EM, okay, EM, PX or pixel, okay, and the percentage. Okay, so here in this page, okay, as you can see here, this is example of the size of 3 EM. Yeah, so maknanya 3 EM is quite big. Okay, and this is example of 20 pixel. Okay, smaller than 3 EM, and this is example of 80%, like that. All right, so depending on property, some property, okay, they can accept a value, okay, with length and percentage. Okay, and now number four, okay, some property, okay, sometimes we can even, okay, come out, okay, with a bare numbers, meaning that a numbers without any measurement unit. There is no percentage, there is no pixel. Okay, so bare numbers. Okay, any numbers. Okay, if you remember, if you can recall, when we create tables before, okay, I use a lot of bare numbers. Okay, when I want to determine cell padding, for example, I just insert 10. Okay, cell spacing 10. Okay, so 10 is actually 10 pixel, right? So you can also use bare numbers. And then number five, okay, we can also use URL. Okay, URL. Now, URL is not necessarily links to link, okay, but it can also link to image, for example. So this is, okay, the fifth type, okay, of properties value, okay, in CSS. And number six is CSS colors. All right, CSS colors. Now, for CSS colors, we have many options. Okay, number one, we can use predefined colors. Okay, meaning that you can use the color name itself. Okay, red, green, blue, or in this case, I give you fuchsia, teal, or maroon. Number two, in terms of CSS color, you can also use RGB, or a combination of red, green, and blue. RGB is red, G is green, B is blue. Now, red, green, and blue is actually a primary colors. All the colors that we see is because of the combination of this, okay, primary color. From primary, it become tertiary, ataupun it become secondary, and then it become tertiary. All right. So it is a combination of this color. So for RGB, normally they will insert the value, for example, like this: 200 of red, 20 of green, and 25 of blue. Okay, and the color that you see here, okay, is actually a combination of these three: red and green, red, green, and blue color. All right. Now each value, okay, must be in between 0 to 255. That's it. Okay, the RGB. Now, the other option that we have is hexadecimal numbers. Of the many color option, okay, I love to use hexadecimal numbers, or the short is hex numbers. Okay, so when you use hex numbers, normally we will start with hashtag followed by the color code. Okay, the hexadecimal numbers of the colors. I love to use this because to me it is easier, okay, and it can give, okay, a fast and accurate color code that we want. All right. Now, other than that, we also have RGBA. If you look here, we have RGBA. RGBA. It is the same with RGB. Okay, A means for alpha transparency. And the value of alpha transparency is between 0, which is most transparent, and to 1, least transparent. This is example when I apply the color, okay, RGBA, this is 1, okay, least transparent, and this is 0 0.4, 0 0.75. Actually, nothing significant with RGBA, right? Now, if you look at this website, okay, you can see that, okay, the CSS colors here, all right. Not only those three, tapi ada banyak lagi nampak ni RGB, there are hex, okay, dia ada hue saturation, alright, dia ada RGBA, okay, dia ada HSLE, okay, ada alpha transparency juga, okay, as you can see here. So there are many options, okay, on how, okay, you can include, okay, or you can put the colors in your web page using CSS. Hold on. Let me open the color pickers. HTML colors. Here it is. Color picker. There you go. All right, as you can see. Make it bigger. Okay, when I select one color, for example, this color. Okay. So down below, you can see that this is the color code or hexadecimal numbers. Okay. This is the RGB. 153 of red, 255 of green, okay, and 153 of blue, okay. And then this is the HSL, hue saturation, okay, and a lot other things, all right. You boleh nampak dekat sini the hex numbers, okay, the hue, okay, the HSL, right. So these are the option, okay, for colors. That's it, guys. Okay, the 6 different types, okay, of properties value. We are not talking about property, okay, remember, but we are talking about properties value. Okay, we are talking about the value. First, inherit. 2, predefined values. Third, length and percentage. 4, bare numbers. 5, URL, and lastly, CSS colors, which we have, okay, many version, okay, of CSS colors.